kind of, his shot selection isn't the best a lot of times. He will settle for a contested kind of long mid-range 2 at times.
So you mentioned Dwight Powell checks in for Daniel Gafford. That's who's in and who's out. Brought to you by In-N-Out Burger, always fresh and made to order. And In-N-Out, that's what a hamburger is all about, as BANCHERO hits the second one. And it's the Mavericks with a 10-5 lead, 3 minutes into the game. At the top of the arc, it's Powell. And now to Christie, to the left side, to Middleton. Fake right, go left, float it, no good. Rebound knocked out by Powell to Washington, right to Flagg, who is fouled by Anthony Black on his drive to the basket. And it's the
Again, Flagg rather with those 2 points. 1,001 career points. Again, to reiterate, the second fastest teenager, LeBron James, #1, and the second youngest, LeBron James, #1. In those categories, we're seeing historic numbers here from Cooper.
Christie looking to inbound the ball, and Will to Powell, and back to Christie on the arena logo right side. Left-hand push across the court to Washington. Down low on the block for the cutting Middleton, to cutting Christie. That's deflected by Bain, who came out of there with it. Up the right side to Suggs and back to Black, top of the circle, left to Carter, shovels to BANCHERO, left baseline, lost the handle against Powell, but makes the save to Suggs. Nice pass in deep. Black missed the floater. Rebound tip to the weak side by BANCHERO to Carter, and Carter stepped out of bounds, didn't realize where he was on the floor, and Orlando turns it over for the second time.
Pretty much once a game by both teams, stepping out of bounds in the corner.
Here comes Flagg, and he'll run right into a long 2, and that's no good. Short, hit the rim of the board and fell away to BANCHERO. Running the floor the other end, dropped in. Anthony Black off a nice feed from BANCHERO.
Quickly the other way.
10-7. Mavericks 4 minutes into the game with the lead, which is more time with the lead than they've had than the last 4 games combined, where they led for a grand total of 3 minutes and 5 seconds out of 192 minutes. As Flagg now will drive in the lane, hanging right to left, and draws the foul, and he'll go to the line. And I tell you what, the foot looks okay. Yeah. That was a pretty explosive move right there.
Yeah, he's coming up a little slow from that hit he took, but I don't think that's related to the ankle. I was about to say the same thing. You just wonder how much rust guys have played since February the 10th. This is not only just games, but then time because of the All-Star break. Looks like he's picking up right where he left off. You're talking about a player who's at 29 points a game and 41% shooting from 3 in his last 7 games before the injury. He was really starting to take off.
First one from Flagg, an 80% free throw shooter, is good. Again, missing 8 games and missing right at 21 days, which, according to the great Jeff Stotts of In Street Clothes, is the average for the injury that Cooper Flagg had.
Jeff Stotts knows his stuff, doesn't he?
He really does. He's a very worthy follow for all of you on Twitter and other
Dallas
social
guy.
media means. 2 free throws for Flagg, and the Mavericks with a 5-point lead at 12-7. As Suggs from left to right to Carter, coming around right to left, and into the lane is Black. Didn't shoot it. To the right to BANCHERO, and he will take the mid-ranger and hit the 15-footer from the right baseline. The Mavericks 12, Orlando 9. And quickly the other way, Christie from the left side to Middleton, right corner, back to Christie, to Middleton, kick it to Christie on the hop, over Suggs for 3, and that's good. And this is a really good sign that Max Christie is able to knock down some early threes, and then the inbound pass deflected by Flagg out of bounds.
You can see the Mavericks really pushing the pace. Even after made baskets, they know their half-court offense is suspect. They're trying to get some transition opportunities, and Flagg's going to sub out of here at the 7:10 mark. He's got about a 25-minute restriction on him, so Najee Marshall comes in.
As BANCHERO brings it up against P.J. Washington. To the left to Black. Across the floor, and then to the foul line to Carter, not looking to shoot. To BANCHERO left to right, reaching in Marshall, made him give it up. Behind him to Bain at the right hash mark, going to drive on Middleton, got the step on him. And from the weak side, Washington blocked the shot and came down with the ball. To Middleton, and now Christie, lay it off to Middleton to the right wing. Going to try to back his man down. Big height advantage here as he turns and hangs and banks and comes up short. And Bain with a rebound for Orlando. Here comes Black, veering right, driving on Christie. Little bump, banked it up, no good. Rebound stuffed home by Carter.
Nobody put a body on him. Only big physical player we have right then there is Dwight Powell.
The Mavericks 15 and Orlando 11, as Christie will bring it up this time. Again, no Brandon Williams tonight, so the Mavericks with a much larger looking first 7 or 8. And now P.J. Washington out of the right corner, a catch-and-shoot three-pointer.
Mavericks have already made more threes than they did all of last night.
4 of 5 from behind the line after 3 of 22 as Suggs on the drive and blocked by Powell out of bounds.
It's a great block to get up in the air and not commit a foul on Suggs.
Here comes Klay Thompson in the game to replace Chris Middleton.
And now you had that double spacing. Your three-point specialists, Klay and Christie over there in the corners. You got your slasher and Najee Marshall and P.J. Washington, your big man inside.
Couple of subs for Orlando is the veteran Javon Carter, released by Chicago, picked up by the Magic, and Tristan Da Silva in his second year from Colorado into the game. Baseline left inbound for Carter, watched by Christie, throws it way outside to Carter, to a Wendell Carter, and now to BANCHERO against Powell. He'll drive it, little shoulder in, so he got Powell up in the air, and then he finger rolled it, missed it, got his own rebound back and put it in.
Yeah, great play by there to get Powell in the air and open up things inside.
4 offensive rebounds, 5 second chance points for Orlando, and that's the same for the Mavericks. An 18-13 Maverick lead as Powell right of the circle, trying to get it to Washington, couldn't do it. Right wing Thompson drop it down to Washington, got away from Carter and through the lane to Christie, left corner, 3 short that time, and the rebound to Wendell Carter.
I think he sped up his delivery just a little bit there.
Here comes Black through the traffic, left to right, and behind him Carter on the drive, spins on Powell and then finger rolls it home. Some pretty good footwork in the lane by Wendell Carter, and that gets Jason Kidd off the bench to take a timeout as the Mavericks will take an 18-15 lead to the timeout with 5:12 remaining in the first quarter on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
$18 to 15. It's a good timeout. Got to keep your vibes going good. Hey, they need to keep this lead, or at least just don't start having a lot of turnovers out of nowhere. You know what I mean? That way you automatically lose what good basketball you have been playing. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Potoi, commercial break.
Mavericks basketball. 97.1 The Eagle.
Come on, Dallas Mavericks.
At the Modelo
basketball.
Sports
Let's
Desk,
keep
I'm
it
Tyler
going.
Sloan. The Jazz lead the
All right,
Wizards
Tyler
23-16 with 3:35 to play in the first quarter. Ace Bailey already with 11 points. Trae Young in his return to the Wizards, 2 points on 1 of 4 shooting. Also, in other NBA news, Jason Tatum nearing a return from his Achilles injury. ESPN's Shams Charania reports that sources tell him Tatum's expected to return tomorrow night against the Mavs. Chuck?
On theme nights, game days hit different. Immerse yourself in the culture. Experience the hype. Feel the energy firsthand. It's more than basketball. It's a celebration. Buy your theme night tickets now at Mavs.com/theme nights. And that was going to be quite a scene anyway with the thought of Cooper Flagg making his return. that almost becomes circus-like tomorrow night in Boston.
It's going to be the focus of the NBA world tomorrow night in Boston.
18-15, Mavericks with the lead as we come down on 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Ryan Nembhard, Caleb Martin in the game out of the timeout as Nembhard has it against a zone by the Magic, and he goes to the left for Thompson. Catch and shoot, no good. And the rebound to Banchero, who lost the handle and then able to shovel it across the line to Anthony Black. And Black will work to his right and then bounce it to Mo Wagner in the game out of the timeout. Swing it left to Javon Carter. Carter looking, still looking. Banchero wants it, holding on to the ball, down to 3 to shoot, and now he's got to let it go. And it's wide to the right, hits the backboard only. 24 seconds. No, they let them play on as Nembhard finds Powell. A beautiful pass on the backhand, and Powell with the catch and the finish.
Mavs never stopped running. A real stagnant offense for the Magic.
And of course, this has been the bugaboo for Orlando for a long time. Is Black on the finish? No. Came up short. Marshall the rebound. Here comes Marshall into the lane. Left to Thompson. Catch and shoot. 3. Good.
Got in there and just quickly sucked that defense in. Everybody's scared of Marshall in there, and Clay hits the open 3.
And the Mavericks 5 of 8 from behind the line in the first quarter. Lead it by 8. 23-15. Javon Carter loop it. Left corner Black. Down low Mo Wagner against Powell. Trying to play bully ball with him in the lane. Trying to go through him and draws the foul. And he'll go to the line.
Maybe all the Mavs need was a little vitamin D from the sunshine here in Orlando over the last couple of days.
And there's been a lot of sunshine the last couple of days.
I took advantage of it yesterday. That is for sure.
Beautiful, beautiful time down here. The Mavericks have won their last 4 against Orlando. The last time they lost here was the night where we had to get out of town before the hurricane. In November of 2022.
You remember that
as Wagner hits the first one.
I believe in 2021, you and I called the game on TV here. Remember that?
We did.
Yeah, that was a late loss.
With sickness to the A crew. They had to scrape deep.
They finally upgraded. It was a controversial.
Yes, there was.
Jason wasn't allowed a timeout because he was wearing a mask, and the ref didn't hear him.
2 free throws from Mo Wagner to make it 23-17. As Najee Marshall will bring it across the line on the left as the Mavericks shoot to our right with a screen from Powell. Turns the corner, pick and roll with Powell in the lane, and then no look across the way to Marshall, who will try a 3, and that's short. And the rebound to Wagner of Orlando. Up the left side to Banchero. Against Caleb Martin, going to try to back him down with some help from Powell. Keeps that dribble and rips through. Had it knocked away by Martin, picked up by Thompson across the lane. Intended for Nembhard, pass deflected and stolen by Black, who now has a steal in 12 consecutive games. To Silva, to the right corner, Javon Carter for 3, no good. Nembhard with a rebound for the Mavericks. Quickly to Marshall on the fly and to the rim. Finger roll good. Little shoulder into Banchero to create the space.
This kid wasn't lying when he said he wanted this team to play with some fast pace.
Dallas 9 of 19 to start the game. Another turnover. Banchero rolled it on the ground. Powell picked it up. Here comes Marshall, Nembhard, and here's the reverse by Caleb Martin. No good, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line. And boy, Orlando looks completely out of sorts here at the start of this game, and the Mavericks look like an entirely different team.
You know, look, they went for it. The offense was obviously their huge issue last year. They went and traded 4 first-round picks for Desmond Bane.
Unprotected first-round picks.
First. All in to get that player, part of Memphis' rebuild. And they were the darling pick. And they've underachieved, frankly. Their defense is still really great. I'm a huge Jamal Mosley fan from his 7 years in Dallas. But first free throw goes in. But Paulo Banchero had some pointed comments about him earlier this week about not making adjustments, and Jamal Mosley responded and said a lot of times it's just player effort that they need to put in, and he leads with defense, but this offense does look stagnant, and they're going to have to figure that out. This East is wide open. They're going to have to really make a move here.
Mavericks trying for a 10-point first quarter lead with 2:43 remaining. They won't get it. As short was Martin on the foul shot, and Noah Penda, the rookie from France, into the game at that dead ball, grabbing the rebound. And in the right corner, Carter will try a 3, and he makes it over Marshall. Javon Carter makes it 26-20. As Martin along the left side. Martin Hands to Thompson. Screen by Martin. Rolls. Gets the pass through the lane. Washington touch it. Nemhard. Right in the lane. Met by Bain. Back out. Marshall will drive into traffic. Knocks the man over. No foul call to Caleb Martin. Left corner. That's no good. The rebound to Orlando De Silva. To Javon Carter. And back out Mo Wagner. Show and go. Got around Thompson. Got around Marshall. Left hand layup is good.
Mo Wagner, the other Wagner on this team. Pretty skilled Michigan big man.
And Franz Wagner, one of Orlando's best players, only 29 games this year, major ankle issues, and they're not sure when he's coming back. And a terrific score for a team that obviously needs scoring. Thompson, deep three, straight away, no good. Mo Wagner rebound with a minute and a half remaining in the quarter. Here comes Bain. Here's off to his left, hands to Wagner. Spins on Martin. Euro step him right to left. Floater no good. And Martin with a rebound. A beautiful move. Couldn't seal the deal. Here comes Nemhard on the push. Nemhard in the lane. Back out Thompson right wing. And he'll take the three, and he makes the three. And again with that ball right in the shooting pocket. Able to knock it down.
Never brings it down, and those are the threes that seem to go in.
29-22. 6 of 12. For the Mavericks behind the line here in the first quarter. Carter, pocket pass to Wagner against P.J. Washington. Got around him, laid it up and in.
Go figure. The Mavericks are shooting under 30% here of late from three.
29-24. Nemhard will pull up for three and rattle it in from the right. Call it a two with his toe on the line.
He's got to be aware of where that is. It's so unfortunate to lose a point there.
31-24. De Silva with 40 seconds remaining in the quarter to Carter in the middle of the floor. Fake left, go right away from Nemhard to the right corner, and on the drive De Silva, and reaching through, reverses, miss it, got it back against Washington in deep, and then threw it away. No, they'll say Washington tipped it with 11 seconds on the clock to shoot. 27 in the quarter. And Orlando unbound from the left sideline. As Carter from the hash mark quickly into De Silva. First round draft choice last year, 18th overall. To Bain, into the lane. Wagner will turn and come up short with the left hand. The offensive rebound and the putback. Penda able to put it in. Excuse me, De Silva was able to put it in.
Mavericks playing small, so that rebounding an issue.
Tristan De Silva with his first points. 31-26. Last shot time. Nemhard to his right off of Washington. To the right elbow. Steps back over Wagner and knocks down the 17-footer with 2.3 remaining. Bain got it in to Silva at half court, and he lost the ball as Marshall got a hand on it. The horn sounds to end a very good first quarter for the Mavericks in Orlando. They shoot 50% overall, 50% from three at 6 of 12. They played 10 players, and everybody scored in the first quarter. After one, it's the Mavericks 33, Orlando 26 on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
33 points in the first quarter for this Dallas Mavericks team is better than a great start. That's like magnificent, even if they have a terrible second quarter. Anyway, the vibe is different. It's good. Hey, commercial break. Potoi. Appreciate you hanging out with me. The only other game that's currently in action would be the Jazz and the Wizards. Look like Jazz leading that game 37-23. There's a few 6:30 games on the slate tonight. You have Nets at the Heat, Brooklyn Nets, Miami Heat. I don't think anybody cares. On Prime Video, Warriors, Rockets, Raptors, Timberwolves. Let's see, what else we got? We have Pistons, Spurs. That'll be a good basketball game. That one's at 7 o'clock in San Antonio. 8 o'clock games, Bulls, Suns. You have 2 late games, 9:30, super late. Jokic, Luka in Denver. You know, Luka likes to play good when he go to Denver. Pelicans, Kings, wrap up the late games. Hey, this is supposed to be a commercial break. That's what this is. Potoi.
Fort Worth, Dallas.
Back to the ball
This is the
game.
radio home of the Mavs. 97.1 The Eagle.
Chuck Cooperstein, Brian Damaris, the Kia Center in Orlando, Florida, start of the second quarter. The Mavericks with a 7-point lead at 33-26. All 10 Mavericks to play. Score in the quarter with Christie and Thompson leading the way with 6. And all those points coming on three-point shots. Cooper Flagg back in the game to start the second quarter. Will work to his right to Thompson and back to Flagg as the Mavericks shoot to our right. With Flagg looking. Gafford coming over to screen. Penda fights over it. Now against Penda. Spins on him. Trying to step through him. Couldn't do it. Now off 1 foot. Penda got a piece of that one. And it's saved by Bain into Wagner. And here comes Desmond Bain. The TCUX spins on Flagg into the lane at the dotted line. Drop it off dunker spot. Penda got it back out. Carter. Good closeout by Thompson to De Silva. And now Penda in deep against Gafford to the cutting Carter and behind Wagner. And the ball goes out of bounds. And the Mavericks, even defensively, Brian, they are so much quicker. They look like an entirely different team out there.
They are, and they're also playing a team that's just offensively out of sync.
Orlando just 10 of 24 shooting. Thompson three-pointer over Carter is good. His third three of the game.
Also, he's back in the lineup. You got him, Najee, and Cooper. That makes a huge difference. All 3 in the game now.
7 of 13 from behind the line for the Mavericks and a 10-point lead at 36-26. Here's Wagner on the drive and to the rim. And he missed that one. I don't know if Gafford got it, but he certainly changed it. Now Gafford to Thompson. Off the bounce. Drop it to Gafford on the run to the rim. He's fouled going up, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, I like the rotation in the first quarter. Cooper played 5 minutes, got 20-25 minutes on his calendar tonight, but Najee Marshall was inserted for him, so you've got your 2 kind of studs alternating there, one of them in the game at all times, and now you've got both of them in there for this little stretch. Wonder if Najee's on any kind of restriction himself.
Najee with the bruised finger that kept him on the sidelines the last 2 games, only the second and third games that he's missed all season, as Gafford shoots the first one and makes it. As Jalen Suggs comes back in for Orlando to replace Carter. And one more as the Mavericks try to make it a 12-point game.
But yes, if you're wondering if Cooper Flagg makes a difference, he makes a massive difference on both ends of the floor.
Second one is good by Gafford, shooting 75% from the line.
And there's maybe a silver lining, and he's able to kind of take a step back, look at how the team's performing and where he can best aid the team without him.
Here's De Silva, show and go on Flagg, stops at the nail and knocks down the jumper. The native of Munich, Germany, Tristan De Silva, makes it 38-28. Here's Christie left to right on the drive. Hook across court. Flagg on the move, turned back by Penda, spins on him, and now he'll shoot the floater in the lane and score.
It's absolutely where he wants to go. He talks about a comfort level he has on the court now.
40-28. Wagner left alone. Passed up the 3, driving on Gafford, and Flagg from behind blocked the shot, came down with the ball, and here we go the other way. Flagg looking for help, shovel it off to Christie, across the way to Marshall, on to Silva, and drop it off to Gafford down low for rocking the rim.
Energy level the Mavs are playing with just a step faster than the Magic right now.
42-28, 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the second quarter. Bain from right to left. Bain in the lane and over the top. Suggs against Christie, through the lane to Bain, left corner. Good closeout by Thompson. And then out to Penda. Will try the 3 and miss it, and Gafford with a rebound. Orlando now 1 of 6 from 3 and under 40% in the first 13 minutes of the game. Here's Flagg to Thompson, straight away, no good. Penda the rebound.
A little bit of a heat check.
And veering off to his left is De Silva, and he'll pull up for 3, and he hit it. Tristan De Silva.
And his second 3 for the Magic tonight.
And it's 42-31. Christie looking to his left. Gafford trying to set a screen for Marshall as he receives the ball. Marshall outside the arc, enters to Gafford against Wagner. Spins baseline on him and then turned back and lost the ball. And here comes De Silva after the Mavericks turn it over for the 4th time. De Silva to the cutting Penda, coming down the lane for a 2-hand rim rocker that gets Jason Kidd off the bench to take a timeout with 8:42 remaining in the first half in Orlando. The Mavericks lead the Magic 42-33 on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
Yeah, they kind of needed that timeout. It's like, hey, wait a minute, guys. We may be up 9 points. Commercial break. Hold up. We may be up 9 points, but don't start playing sloppy. Let's keep going. We got good vibes going. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Thursday night. I'm in Dallas, of course. Yesterday, we was hit with major storms. I mean, it seemed like the rain was not going to stop. It's still puddles, like on concrete from yesterday. Still sitting. That's how much it was raining. So today we got a good break. Tomorrow, back at the thunderstorms. Tomorrow, Cooper Flagg going home. Boston, Massachusetts. Hey, Jason Tatum supposed to be playing tonight. We get Cooper Flagg going to Boston. Jason Tatum coming back. Huh. I might be doing a doubleheader. Well, or back to back. Anyway, let's get back to the game. Shut up, Potoi.
.1 The Eagle.
Back to the ball game.
The radio home of the
Come on,
Mavericks in
Mavericks.
Dallas-Fort Worth.
Business is complicated. Zen Business makes it easy. Their platform combines AI assistance with expert support to help you confidently launch your business and stay protected as it grows. It's everything you need all in one place. Launch your business today at zenbusiness.com. 8:42 remaining in the first half. In Orlando, the Mavericks leading by as many as 14. Their lead is 9 right now at 42-33. And it will be their ball out of the timeout taken by Jason Kidd. Christie, Flagg, Powell, Marshall, and Middleton on the floor now for the Mavericks. As they shoot to our right. And the inbound to Flagg, picked up full court. Christie, little help on the screen against Penda. As Flagg runs it up. Got Penda on his hip and shoots the floater in the lane. That's short, and rebound taken down by Carter. Wendell Carter, that is, to Penda. On the drive against Powell. Euro step. Beautiful move from right to left and scores on the reverse.
Just bullied his way in. Williams, Cooper may have been fouled on that offensive rebound on the other side.
Here's Flagg again against Penda, who was the 32nd overall pick in last year's draft by Boston and then traded to Orlando. To Middleton on the move, on the run, able to bank it in over Penda on that switch. And Chris Middleton with his second basket. He's got 5. 44-35, 4 minutes gone. Second quarter, Suggs to Carter, shovels back to Suggs. Will work to his right, bounce pass right, corner catch and shoot to Silva. Able to nail it. He's in double figures with 10, leading all scorers in the game.
Yeah, it's been a pleasant surprise here for Jamal Mosley.
Silva, 38% three-point shooter. Middleton, got to get it down low to Powell. Pass behind him, stolen by Banchero. Here comes Banchero on the hop to the top of the arc. Left to Carter, shoveled into Silva. Put it on the floor, left elbow, and a whistle and a foul. And Najee Marshall called for the holding foul against Wendell Carter. The first on Marshall and on the Mavericks. P.J. Washington, Ryan Nembhard check in for the Mavericks now as Marshall sits down and Flagg will sit down. And Flagg in his return, 10 minutes, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists on 2 of 8 shooting.
You can see he's playing these 5-minute chunks. Let's see if he sits the rest of this half.
To Silva from the left sideline to inbound the ball. And we'll get it into Penda to the right side of the floor to Suggs against Nembhard. Gonzaga on Gonzaga at the right of the lane. He'll go cross court to Banchero. Left to right drive on Washington. Spins left and turns back over his left shoulder and throws up a wild shot that misses badly to the left, and Powell with a rebound. Nembhard up the right side just above the break. Nembhard on the arena logo. Work toward his left. They got the switch with Banchero. Washington trying to post up against Suggs. Now squares him up. Couple of jab steps. Spins him. Hang. Draw the foul. And a technical foul called on P.J. Washington as the official Jason Goebel, after the whistle had blown to call the foul, Washington reached out.
He grabbed Suggs and kind of just spun him around, slung him, Just a little frustrated there that he didn't get the bucket, gets the tee. So the last Duke #1 overall draft pick before Cooper Flagg was?
Paolo Banchero.
How many have they had in the history of Duke?
I believe they've had 5.
6. Kyrie, Zion, Paolo, Elton Brand.
Elton Brand was Cooper.
And an all-timer.
And an all-timer.
Old-timer. The very first one.
Art Heyman.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Scoop.
All right, you put me in the Wayback Machine, and I can come up with something. All right.
There you go.
De Silva able to make the free throw. He's got 11 points.
I'll call you Coop on that one, but you're Chuck. You lost Coop. Sorry.
Friends call me Chuck. It's really okay. I'll answer to anything. Pretty much.
But unfortunately, someone took your name, and he gets to keep it.
Yes, he does.
It's kind of like when you get a jersey number, It's like if you're...
Yeah, but I didn't even get paid. I didn't even get paid.
Sure. Yeah. You know what? You better just be given.
Washington hits the first one and hits the second one, too.
Can you imagine if he's like, hey, I'll give you a watch. You're like, no, I'm good.
No, he says, hey, I'll give you part of my signing bonuses.
Right.
I'll do that. That's good. Cool. That'll work. Here's Suggs to the left wing, inside the arc to Carter in the lane, spinning on Powell with the left hand, and that's good. As it crawled over the front of the rim, Wendell Carter's got 8. And the Mavericks with a 5-point lead at 46-41 as we come up on the midway point of the second quarter. Top of the arc off the crook. Middleton for 3. That's short. Offensive rebound, Powell. And bounces it out beyond the arc to Middleton. Deeper left side, and Washington catch and shoot 3. That's way off. And Suggs with a rebound for Orlando. Suggs to the right side. Banchero got inside of Washington, got to the rim and laid it in.
You got to know that's where he wants to go. Build that wall on him.
46-43 as Orlando fighting its way back after being down by as many as 14. Here's Washington, right to left on Banchero. And through traffic, draws the foul, and he'll go to the line. As Biniam Maru blows the whistle, and Wendell Carter gets called for his second foul.
Washington frustrated from those three-point misses, putting his shoulder down, trying to go inside. Teams always try to slap at that ball. He does have a tendency to lose it a little bit inside, so they take advantage of that. That's the scouting report.
As PJ steps to the line.
I like the shot profile. 16 of the 33 shots are from deep. Hit 7 of them. Another missed free throw. Second free throw missed of the game.
And that one was way off the left of the rim. And now Goga Bitadze from the Republic of Georgia checks in to replace Carter, who sits down with the 2 fouls. And Anthony Black comes back in to replace De Silva, who was very good coming off the bench. As the free throw from Washington is good. 47-43.
It's obviously they play really well with Cooper in there. They got to survive these minutes when he's not in there.
The top of the arc, Banchero directing traffic as he works to his left to the foul line. Left corner, Black met by Nembhard, lost the ball, got it back, put it on the floor, out of control, laid off Suggs with 1 on the clock for 3, no good. Long rebound, Nembhard got it. Here comes Nembhard, left to right, beautiful move, got to the rim, laid it up and in. Some serious acceleration from Ryan Nembhard, and let that be the parking spot drive of the game. At the parking spot, we've got airport parking covered.
And talked to him today, really excited about his contract with the NBA and really wants to prove that he's worth it.
Suggs behind Bitadze for 3 from the left slot. It's good. And the first points of the game for Jalen Suggs makes it 49-46 with just under 5 remaining in the first half. Middleton, top of the arc, swinging left corner. Washington catch and shoot 3. That's good.
the three-pointer just has eluded him for some time, but he's 2 of 3 tonight.
And 9 points for him in the game. As Black at the foul line, leaning in, floater way off, just hits the backboard, the right of the rim. But he got the rebound, then got it back out, and around the horn they go right to left, and BANCHERO sidestep left for 3, barely draws iron, and it's out of bounds off of Bitadze.
Yeah, that's just not an optimal play right there for BANCHERO, taking a step back, contested 3.
Orlando 4 of 11 from behind the line. The Mavericks are 8 of 17. They were 6 of 12 in the first quarter. They lead by 6.
They were a franchise record minus 51 from the three-point line their last game.
They took 22 three-pointers, and Charlotte made 20. It's a hard way to win. Nembhard behind the back, right to left, against Suggs, and then some help by Orlando as Nembhard misses in the lane. The rebound, long pass from Suggs, intended for BANCHERO, intercepted beautifully by the free safety Washington, who goes right around Suggs and lays it up and in. And Jamal Mosley right off the bench, hating what he's seeing.
Everybody
takes an Orlando
goes
timeout
Commercial
with
break
3:49 remaining in the first half, and the Mavericks lead is 8 over Orlando at 54-46 on the Dallas Mavericks radio network.
Mavericks hanging in there. They haven't given up just yet. Let's get it. They need some more points, though. They need to match that first 33. We at least need to get 28 to 30. 31. Well, that put us at about 60, 63. We got 4 minutes, 44 seconds left in this first half. Oh, wait a second. Let me update the score first. My bad. 54-46. 3 minutes, 49 seconds left in the first half. Here we go. We need to get to 60 plus. No slumps right now, no turnovers. Commercial break. Appreciate you hanging out with me on a Thursday evening. NBA Report Live. We reporting on Cooper Flagg, and we reporting on Paolo Banchero. Is this a dookie matchup? Yep. NBA Report.
You're listening to Dallas
Back
Mavericks
to the ball
basketball.
Game. NBA Report.
97.1 The Eagle.
Let's get it.
I'm Tyler Sloan at the Modelo
Tyler
Sports
Sloan.
Desk. The Warriors lead the Rockets 22-13 with 3.5 minutes to play in the opening quarter. And in about 15 minutes, a couple of top-tier matchups coming up. The Toronto Raptors are at the Minnesota Timberwolves, and the Detroit Pistons and San Antonio Spurs will do battle for the second time in the past 2 weeks. Chuck?
9 remaining in the first half in Orlando. The Mavericks have led all the way in this one, have led by as many as 14. They lead by 8 right now, 54-46. And Orlando's ball out of the timeout, and Jamal Mosley with some pointed words for his team in that timeout.
This is a team in flux. They can go one way or the other, trying to get out of that play-in.
And the right wing, it's BANCHERO against Washington. And now Suggs at the top against Washington on the switch left to Bain. Turned the corner, floated over Gafford, missed it. And Middleton with a rebound for the Mavericks. And here comes Middleton up the right side, behind his back, right to left. The Flagg at the left wing, and on the drive, left-hand layup, good. Going right through Bitadze to do it.
Just don't know where he's going to go because he can use both hands, and he does them in the same possession.
Left hand, right hand.
And the Mavericks on a
fundamentally
10-3 run right now to get the lead back up to 10. left wing. Three-pointer. Bain is good. And Desmond Bain finally getting one to fall. Just his 4th shot of the night. His first three-point attempt of the night.
Slow start to the season here, but he's picked it up.
56-49. Flagg off the stagger, left to right. Lob for Gafford. Hurt the rim.
We saw that with Luka when you can bring 2 with you when you're playing that game at the elbow. Opens up the lob.
58-49. Bain right to left as Thompson got bumped off for the mid-range, and that's short. Pototza the rebound. Put it back up. Good with a foul. And a chance for 3 for the veteran Goga Pototza, and Cooper Flagg with a foul.
You want a quick Cooper Flagg amazing stat that ESPN Insights posted?
I'm always up for an amazing Cooper Flagg stat.
He's the 9th player in NBA history to post 1,000 points, 300 boards, 200 assists in his first 50 games. Since the merger, only Luka and Jordan have done it. And 6 of the 7 retired players on the list are Hall of Famers.
That's
so again,
a hell of a stat.
what we're seeing is historic, and put that in the context of the Rookie of the Year race that is frankly tight.
Free throw missed by Pototza. The rebound of Washington was at a great second quarter. And here's Middleton on the run. Shot blocked from behind. And the rebound, Bain knocked it off of Middleton out of bounds. And it'll be Orlando's ball with 2.5 to play. And a pass up the right side, Suggs. And playing that passing lane again, Flagg knocked it out of bounds. Second time he's done that tonight.
This is such a high basketball IQ player.
We know we owe you a station identification. We'll get it to you as quickly as we can. And the inbound to Banchero. Bounces to the flashing Bain. Turn around for the foul line. Good with a foul on Washington. And he'll go to the line for an and one after we pause for station identification on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
KEGL, Fort Worth, Dallas. This is the radio home of the Mavs. 97.1 The Eagle.
Bain with Middleton rather with just the slightest little contact with his right hand on Bain's midsection, and Bain jumped back like he had gotten just absolutely shoved on that play. Not a lot of fouls called inside, so he wanted to make sure that one was called.
58-54, 2:15 remaining in the half. Flagg to his left, and will pull up for 3, and it's off the back rim. Rebound in the lane to Bain. Ahead up the right side for Black, and goes back to the right corner to try a 3. No good. And Christie with a rebound. Here comes Christie the other way. Mavericks shooting to our right. Under 2 to play in the half. Leading by 4. Middleton to the top. Pivots at the top. Now to his left. And finds Flagg deep left side against Bain. Backs up on the dribble, trying to get it to Middleton on a post up against Black, and he does. On the left, Black. Hard dribble. Turn baseline. Hang and score.
Oh, a little post up inside. We saw that in the Indiana game down the stretch.
60-54. Banchero against Christie. In and out to his right. Now try to back him down, turn left. Between his legs, left to right. Into the lane, jump stop. Turns, and then fades away and gets the 8-footer to go.
Really been the air offense is just kind of dumping it down to Banchero.
60-56. A minute 15 remaining in the half. Here's Flagg. Right wing. Now toward the top. They drop off him. Backs up. Now he's got Pototza in the mismatch here. Left to right drive on him with a little help from Bain, but not nearly enough as he banks it up and in.
You could just see him salivating with Pototza over there on the island.
You used to see a guy do that pretty much all the time when he gets switched onto a 5 like that. Here's a turnover by Orlando, almost, as Flagg had the ball and couldn't hold on at the left sideline as the wraparound pass from Banchero was off the mark.
That was a 10-4-3 half coming off this rust. I think that rust got shaken off quickly.
48.5 seconds remaining. Mavericks by 6, 62-56.
In just 12 minutes.
And a little delay here.
The fan just had the ball for a while. Nobody asked for it.
It's just holding on to it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Black looking to go low, and he finds Suggs. Missed it, but call it goaltending on Gafford.
I don't even know if he had to do that. It looked like it may have gone awry, but got to close out, keep this lead here at 47 seconds and a 4-point lead.
And you can play 2 for 1 here if you're the Mavericks with Flagg bringing it up. Right to left against Anthony Black. And a blocking foul on Black with the Magic having that one to give. Third foul on Anthony Black, though I don't know that he necessarily should have been taking that.
Yeah, a little too aggressive up top.
Yeah,
ran right into him to draw it.
As Penda now will come in to take Black's place. And Washington will inbound from the left hash mark. Into Flagg against Penda. Between his legs left, and will pull up for three over him. That's short, and BANCHERO with a rebound. Again, they were trying to play the 2-for-1 game, thus the quick shot from Flagg. Here's BANCHERO at the nail against Washington. Fake left, turn right, couldn't shoot. Back out to Batazza at the right wing with 10 to shoot, circling right to left. Is Bain in traffic? Throw it up. Batazza with a two-hand rim rocker at the right of the rim. That's a pretty pass by Desmond Bain.
Two-point game now here. Hold it for the last shot. Don't leave some time on the clock.
Flagg will bring it up. Magic on a 14-6 run over the last 3 minutes. Down to 9 and 8 as he works left. And in the lane, Gafford gathers, goes up, and is fouled.
He drew two. He had Penda and Batazza on him, and that means somebody has to roll, and that's Gafford who set the screen inside, and he gets fouled. He's going to have to earn it at the free throw line.
5.2 seconds remaining in the half. Mavericks led by 14 early in the second quarter at 42-28. Orlando went on an 18-7 run to get it back to 3. Mavericks then went on a 10-3 run to get it back up to 10. And now it is a 2-point game on that 14-6 run for Orlando as Gafford misses the first foul shot. And Caleb Martin comes in for defensive purposes.
5 seconds left. Plenty of time to get down the court and Orlando get a shot off.
Dribble a second. Got 5 dribbles to get yourself not only into the front court, but get yourself a really good shot. Mavericks tonight, 8 of 11 from the line. Gafford misses the second one as well. Rebound on the floor. It bounces to BANCHERO and now to Suggs. From half court, he fires off the top of the backboard and bounces away. And that will do it for the end of the first half. And again, the Mavericks had the big lead. Orlando has cut into it. But nothing but encouragement, Brian, after the first 24 minutes, watching the return of Cooper Flagg. 13 minutes, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists.
Appreciate you hanging out with me. Yes, a lot of encouragement. Granted, it's only 19 games left in the season, 20 games, something like that. But this has been a good, refreshing half of basketball for anybody living close to Dallas or who even cares about Dallas Maverick basketball, which I'm sure that's not that many of y'all, but hey, that's what we do. Anyway, I appreciate you. Hey, for halftime, let's do some bonus audio. Tell you what, let's just do Golden State Houston because they're about to come from commercial break. Everybody else hadn't started yet to where we could do bonus audio, but Potoi, halftime, only for halftime. Bonus audio, let's do it.
He's 7 of 9 from the line, and Tristan Da Silva off the bench is their lone double-figure scorer. He's got 11, and Paolo BANCHERO has 9. It's halftime in Orlando. The Mavericks trying to snap a 4-game losing streak, trying to beat the Magic for the 5th consecutive time.
And the Warriors shooting 54% from the field. And just a very inspiring first quarter effort. Akeem Olajuwon is here tonight. They just introduced him to the crowd.
Once again, just for halftime, we're doing a little bonus 90s, audio. Golden State at Houston.
What Akeem Olajuwon meant to him.
Then we'll get back to the Mavericks. Appreciate you hanging out.
I think that
NBA
he's like almost
report
bionic.
Live.
You look at him and you see
This
him.
is
He's
what we
only
do.
6'10", and he's 260 pounds of steel. He has no fat on him. He is the quickest jumper that we have in pro basketball. And by that I mean when the shot goes up to the glass, Olajuwon will jump once, hit the floor, go back up that second time, and come down. I have seen Akeem Olajuwon in one game in Madison Square Garden do something which I have never seen done in all my 30 years of coaching in basketball and in the additional years in television. Blocked out totally with a body at 7 foot between him and the basket. Accelerate off the floor.
That's Hubie Brown. Fortunately, we have to curtail that. We'll replay that again for you later as Reed Sheppard opens the second quarter with a drive and a score. Sometimes I get a little too ambitious trying to play all that stuff, but it was so good. Pat Spencer with the dribble. Swings it back out to Post. Post for three. It's on the way. It's no good. Post with Horford, Williams, Spencer, and Podziemski to start the second. Thompson, Şengün, Smith Jr., Shepard, and Eason for the Rockets. Thompson low left, shoveled out to Eason. Open three. Back rim miss. Long rebound. Thompson. Quick pass. And no. Smith Jr. caught it standing out of bounds on the near sideline. If you had 11:16 to go in the first half, it's the first time someone would catch the ball or dribble the ball out of bounds. You're tonight's winner. His left heel was on the line. You contact Warriors senior radio producer R.C. Davis to collect your prize. Podziemski with the ball, comes to the right side. At the elbow, stops, locked up by Shepard, bounce pass to Post. Post will dribble it to Spencer. Spencer down the lane, bad pass, deflected away, turnover. Eason's got it. Driving on Horford, stops and throws it back to Shepard. Shepard guarded by Podziemski, waits for Eason, screen set, pick and roll, wide open, flies in for a right-hand slam. Credit Shepard to kind of wait and set that up perfectly. Spencer to Williams. He attacks. Comes down the right side. Forced up a floater. That's no good. Ball tipped away. That's grabbed by
Shepard is a
Şengün.
good young point guard.
Şengün directing traffic. Throws to Shepard left wing. Shepard guarded by Post on a switch. Crossover dribble. Takes him inside. The floater's up and good with the right hand. Nice move. Back-to-back buckets for the Rockets.
Bucket. Two
And now
times.
it's a 30-26 game as they've scored the last 6 points.
Hey, this
Spencer
is a live
driving on
NBA
Shepard.
report.
Şengün
I'm not
helps.
going anywhere.
Post will get it. He'll take Shepard on the drive. Got fouled and got blocked by Şengün. I think Shepard will pick up the personal. Kind of undercut Post as he went by. And so it's 2 shots for Quinton Post. Can't tell you that the best-selling Latin artist Ricardo Arjona returns to Chase Center on Saturday, March 14th. Get your
Hey,
tickets
let
now
me ask you this
at
during this
chasecenter.com.
bonus audio. Is it time
Post
for
knocks down the
Steve
free
Kerr to
throw.
be fired or let go at Golden State? Isn't it time for something different out there? Let me know what you think in the chat. But for real, let me know in the comments. Either way.
Let's take off to a great start.
Isn't it
Led by
time for
11
something
in the
different?
first quarter. Led by 10 at
Or
the end of 1. And
something,
Post buries
yeah,
2.
different.
To push the advantage
What?
back up to 6.
Hey,
Long way to go in this one,
Detroit,
obviously.
San Antonio
10
just
minutes to
started.
go in the
Let's
second
switch
quarter,
games.
but the energy and effort to the moment have been there for the Warriors. Thompson right side, guarded by Podziemski.
Champagny with a rebound. Castle now up the right wing. Spurs are very good on their home floor. Harris picks up Castle. The drop off to Fox. Fox will fire from up top and hit. That's a 2. Had a foot on the line, but it's still a 5-0 start, Rick. Here we go.
It's like you got to get second chance opportunities.
Cade Cunningham got a nice
pick.
screen from Duran. Duran down the lane. A lot of contact. Lays it up and in as he tumbles to the baseline.
You are listening to bonus
5-2
audio.
Spurs.
Spurs.
Castle on the move. Cut off
Pistons.
by Cade.
Just for halftime.
Up to Champagny. Now they'll post up. Wembanyama turns, shoots, hits.
Okay, he's inside and outside. Come on, man.
Averages
Wemby is
23.4
all
a game.
over, bro. You didn't know?
10:18 to go in the period. Duncan Robinson, nice save to Duran as he had slipped to the floor. The shot won't go. Vassell with the rebound. Coming left to right. A 7-2 San Antonio start. Vassell goes in the left corner. Champagny for 3, hangs on the rim and comes off to JD. Now Thompson on the push. Brings it down to the free throw line. Off balance. Oh, he turned an ankle. And he is in pain. He's doubled over on the baseline.
Who is he? Who is he?
Man.
Holding the right ankle.
Who is he?
See the look oh yeah, he turned it. Yeah, he turned that baby sideways. So the athletic trainers are taking a look. And we'll take a timeout. 9:54 to go. 7-2
I don't know who that player was.
On the Pistons Radio Network, presented by Ticketmaster.
I'm not quite sure who that player was that turned his ankle. However, hey, we still in bonus audio mode. Let's do this. Let's go back to where we started at. Warriors. Rockets. Draymond
Down
Green
Smith
saw it,
Jr.
but
blocked from behind by Melton, falling out of bounds, saved it, but right to Santos.
There we go.
Santos spins away,
Santos.
driving hard, stops. High pass, good catch, Pajemski, left corner, pump fake, drives on a Kogi, cross court to Santos. He puts it on the deck, gets to the paint, spins in, throws out to Horford. Horford says, clear the side, I got the small guy on me. Takes Shepard inside, finds the weak side, cut by Melton, it goes in and out. It's no good. And a defensive rebound there by Eason to Shepard. Bounce pass in deep, Şengün steps over a double team, stripped, whistle, and a foul. And that'll be the second team foul on Golden State. First on Leons. And Eason will do the honors. Smith Jr. Finding the cutter, it's Shepard. His shot over Leon's up and good. And again, the Warriors aren't locating him. He can shoot the ball. He's got 11 of the 31 for the Rockets. Melton off the screen, floats it to Horford. Inside the cutter, Leons wasn't expecting it. It's deflected out of bounds by Şengün.
they better
Look
start
down
finding
the Warrior
Shepard.
bench.
Because Shepard can shoot it.
I don't see Draymond out there. Draymond
Shepard
plays
can
9 minutes in the
shoot
first
it.
quarter. Warriors will call a
NBA
timeout.
report live.
So we can get an
timeout
update on
anyway.
that. 7:35 to go.
Tell you what, let's take a commercial break.
In the first half of play. And the Warriors lead 38-31 on the Warriors Radio Network, presented by, oh, there's Draymond. So Draymond is there. Never mind. He was hiding on
All right.
me.
We don't
somehow.
worry about Draymond.
38-31. Warriors on top. This is Golden State Warriors basketball.
Hey, we not worried about Draymond Green. He shouldn't be either. Hey, all right, let's do a commercial break for real. Potoi, appreciate you hanging out with me. Here in the next minute and 30 seconds or so, we should be going back to Mavericks, Magic, Maverick 62, Magic 60. I'm Potoi. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Yeah, halftime should be over. Hey, they out here kind of balling tonight. You give Cooper Flagg some credit. He's missed 8 games. Come out here. I don't know they're giving him some time in spurts, but he looks refreshed. So the work he's been putting in on the side is definitely being seen. He don't miss like he doesn't look like he's missed too many beats per se. Now, is this game really gonna keep being scored at such a high pace? I hope so, because I got these dudes on my fantasy squad. They need to make some money. Hey, back to the ball game. Potoi. All right, here we go. Back to the ball game. Come on, Cooper Flagg. How about some Najee Marshall? And Potoi, don't forget about me. Ball game on.
Did you like about the first half and not like what has to change in the second half for the better for the Mavericks?
Well, I think that they're playing with pace. They're trying to run even after made baskets. Cooper Flagg, his gravity is helping open things for other. Everybody seems to have a little bit of lift from his return.
Cooper Flagg,
but they've got to get a little bit more rebounding down 4 there and not give up some easy opportunities for the Magic through offensive boards to get back in this game. 8 offensive boards, 9 second chance points.
Mavericks have it to begin the third quarter. They shoot to our left in their white uniforms. Orlando is in black, shooting to our right as Cooper Flagg will bring it up through the center circle against Anthony Black and kick it to the right corner to Washington. Spins off of Banchero, met by Carter. Floater, front rim, no good. Offensive rebound, Washington tied up for a jump ball by Banchero, and they will jump it up at the Mavericks end of the floor with 13 seconds on the shot clock.
You see the development Cooper Flagg has in handling the ball. Remember Summer League compared to the first 10 games of the year, and everybody was going crazy. Oh my gosh, why does he have the ball in his hands? Jason Kidd knew. Learn it, get better, develop. He's got it.
Sean Wright has the basketball and will toss it up. And the tip is controlled by Banchero. And he got it to Suggs and back to Black, back to Banchero. On the handoff to Suggs, moving right to left. Now to Banchero, being poked out by Middleton. Inside pivot, 20 feet from the basket, put it on the floor, into the lane, behind him to Black, down to 7 to shoot, to the right to Suggs for a catch and shoot 3. That's no good. And the long rebound to Washington.
The ball never touched the paint.
And the back pass to Christie, wide to his left. Pushes it back in the middle of the floor to Flagg. Screen from Gafford. Got the man on his hip into the lane. Will lean in, and that's short. The rebound tipped by Gafford. No good. Banchero the rebound. Here comes Bain. Bain on the drive into Christie. Euro step met by Flagg. Got it back out, and a wide open 3 for Black. That's no good, and bounces over the top of the backboard, and it'll be Dallas ball.
And you're starting to see with the ball in his hands, what do you want around him? Again, with profile of players, you're building this team. Shooters. Stretch big shooters. Get him more space inside.
Flagg will bring it up to Christie. At the top of the arc, back to Flagg. To his left, on the drive. With the left hand, short, but a foul on Carter. And Wendell Carter's just picked up his 3rd foul.
You saw the basketball IQ in those last 2 possessions. That first one, got that, waited for that player to get on his hip. That time, quickly pass it, get it back, so he can go with a head of steam.
So he will go to the line. Again, the overall percentage is not great. And even before he steps to the line, Jamal Mosley is going to challenge this call. And we take the timeout with 10:44 remaining in the third quarter. No scoring so far in the first minute. 16. The Mavericks 62, Orlando 60 on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
Big trip on the...
Hey, during this commercial break, well, during this challenge, for my fantasy sports people, let's go over the top. I'm just going to give you the top at each position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Top point guard, Collier. Right now, at this point, there's still games that's just starting. Top shooting guard, Milton, Golden State. Top small forward, Ace Bailey. Already got 21 points at halftime. Ace Bailey's kind of coming around. Top power forward, Paolo Banchero. He got 9 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 3 turnovers. You know, it's okay. Bam. For Miami, top center. Let's get back to the game. So let's just see if they back from commercial.
Of healing, discovery, and education.
Not yet.
Ultimate victory is your good health. Fulfilling that mission has made you.
They should be about to come back though. Cooper Flagg is right there, second on the top guard, so he hanging in there. We need some more fantasy points though.
Parking spot gets you going
Oh,
faster.
still
Book
commercial
online to
break.
save money and guarantee your spot. Our yellow and black spot
Come
shuttles
on,
pick you up at your
guys.
truck, empty your bags, and take you straight to the terminal. Visit theparkingspot.com today.
Here we go. All right, ball
You're
game
listening to
back on.
Dallas Mavericks basketball.
Hey,
GT or Murat
My
Kogut,
bad.
Daniel Scott at the replay center in Secaucus. Not sure who helped Sean Wright overrule that, but it was a jump ball, and Orlando won it and missed a three-pointer from the left wing. Flagg with a rebound. Here comes Flagg. Kick it right corner. Catch and shoot. Washington 3. No good. Foul by Bain. Shooting a three-pointer, and it'll go to the line.
See it every game. Okay, Joe Prunty's on the sideline. Our good friend Joe Prunty.
Indeed.
Spent some time in the match. I looked this up. I'm cheating, but I'm asking you.
Okay.
How many times has he been an acting or interim head coach?
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Yep.
I want to say 3. I want to say 3 times. He's been. You're scrolling. You're scrolling. You're looking. As Washington hits the first of 3.
So it's kind of cheating. So he did fill in 2 games while Jason Kidd was suspended. I'm not going to count that.
You can't count that.
Let's see. He did 17 games while Jason Kidd recovered from hip surgery. We won't count that. He was promoted after Jason was fired in Milwaukee.
Okay.
You missed.
Second by Washington is good.
Did you get Atlanta?
I said Atlanta.
Yeah, it took over when Nate McMillan was fired. And then Milwaukee again in 2024 when Adrian Griffin was fired. He filled in for 3 games before Doc Rivers was hired. So I can't give you full credit.
No, I'll take the partial. So
Yeah.
three different times. He's an excellent coach.
Excellent coach, great man, great family.
And PJ, who has struggled from the line, knocking down all 3 of those free throws, and he's 6 of 7 from the line tonight. And the first points of the third quarter belong to the Mavericks. They lead 65-60. Here's a right baseline drive by Black, no good. Ooh, the Mavericks lucky there. Biniam Maru calls the foul on Gafford, and it looked like he got himself into the shooting motion when that contact took place.
Yeah, that's, oh, no, he kind of didn't. It was a little late there, yeah. This is not Cleveland and Detroit.
Off the inbound, Suggs right corner, Black right to left on the drive, left hand layup, good. Nice finish by Anthony Black.
A little bit more defense inside, 34 points in the paint for the Magic.
65-62. Mavericks by 3. Flagg, top of the arc against Carter on the switch. Between his legs right to left, and he lost the ball. Suggs comes out of the traffic with it up the left side and will pull up for 3. Short rebound, Gafford.
A lot of defenders in the paint. That's why you want shooting around him.
And here comes Flagg. Picks up the dribble inside the arc. Throw it inside for Gafford. Good job by BANCHERO to front of him, or Black, excuse me, to front of him, and Stevens got to the rim and laid it up. Oh, my goodness. It hit the heel of the rim. They're going to say Flagg touched it first.
Flagg got a piece.
Here comes Christie through the lane left to right. Middleton out to Flagg for a 10 a.m. right wing 3. Good.
Yes, he's been hitting 41% in his last 7 games from deep, and it didn't hit the front of the rim. Cooper came back and blocked that shot all the way down the court, and then finishes it with the 3 on the other end.
That's just an unbelievable play.
Welcome back, Cooper Flagg.
And getting a chance to see the replay again. And he did touch that ball off the heel of the rim.
Defense, bro.
That's going in.
Nothing but effort.
68-62. So make it a 5-point swing there. Here's BANCHERO right down the lane. Oh, nice little sidestep of Gafford, but he missed the left-hand layup. And the rebound taken down by Middleton. Across the way to Flagg. Left slot. Now off of Middleton. Now drop it to Middleton. Left elbow. Middleton trying to square up and put it on the floor. Black reached in, knocked it away. Milton got it back and then gets tripped up. Oh, no, foul call. Suggs got it, 2-on-1. BANCHERO to the rim as Flagg lets him go to lay it in, and a timeout by Jason Kidd.
Well, Jason wants a timeout. He's literally at the Kia Center logo, and now he just wants to argue. That's why he wants to call the timeout.
Jason Goebel finally acknowledging Jason Kidd, but there's no way that Chris Middleton wasn't tripped up on that play. In the meantime, the Mavericks take a timeout. 8:31 remaining in the third quarter. It's the Mavericks 68, Orlando 64 on the Dallas Mavericks radio network.
You kind of got to call that. You know, you can kind of say it was incidental, but it really wasn't. But it kind of was, but it wasn't. Appreciate you hanging out. Hey, Mavericks are still playing a good basketball game. Not a lot of turnovers, not a lot of craziness going on. They got their leader back. Commercial break. Potoi.
Fort Worth, Dallas. This
Back
is the
to the
radio
ball
home
game.
of the Mavs.
Come on,
97.1 The Eagle.
At the Modell Sports Desk, I'm Tyler Sloan. The
Tyler
Spurs are ripping
Sloan.
apart the Pistons in the first quarter,
Hey,
leading
I was about to
31-19.
say that,
Victor
by the way.
Wembanyama with 12 points, De'Aaron Fox
Hey.
with 10. They've combined to go 8 of 9 from the field. And the Timberwolves looking for their 5th straight win, trail at the moment, 24-22, with 2:40 to play in the first to the Toronto Raptors. Chuck?
Be a part of the action at Cosm. Come out to the Mavericks watch parties tomorrow, presented by Tito's. And then next Tuesday night against Atlanta, presented by Michelob Ultra. You won't want to miss the chance to win prizes and support the Mavericks. For more information, visit Mavs.com/watch parties. 8:31 remaining, third quarter. The Mavericks 68, Orlando 64 after both teams shot lights out in the first half. Both have struggled here in the third. The Mavericks 1 of 4. And the Magic are 2 of 7. Mavericks have turned it over 3 times here in the quarter as Flagg has it from right to left to Middleton and back to Flagg against Carter. Pull up from the right elbow, and that rims the basket. And BANCHERO with a rebound. For Suggs, stolen by Flagg, and to the rim for the dunk.
Such a high basketball IQ player. Knew exactly where the ball was going to go.
Offense,
15
defense.
for Cooper Flagg in
Pure
his
effort,
return
y'all.
after his
This is
8-game
real effort
absence.
going on
It's
right
70
now.
to 64. Out top is Bain. Swing it left to Suggs. Back to Bain in the middle. To BANCHERO. Played by Flagg. In the right slot. Put it on the floor. And a whistle. And a defensive 3-second call against Dwight Powell, who's checked in the game to replace Daniel Gafford. That's who's in and who's out. Brought to you by In-N-Out Burger. Always fresh and made to order at In-N-Out. That's what a hamburger is all about.
I get 17 minutes played with 7:52 here in the third. You wonder what that minutes distribution will be going forward. Again, he and Middleton haven't played a lot. They're a lot in the game emerging here. They played one game together, 25 minutes before Cooper went out. So they are learning to work together on the fly. Not a lot of practices this time of year.
Like no practices this time of the year.
Not even a shoot around this morning.
Here's Bain on the move in the lane and going over Powell, and he gets called for a travel as he tried to jump stop, and instead he went tap-tap. Turnover for the Magic, their 7th. Dallas 11 points off the prior 6. 7:45 remaining in the third as Flagg against Anthony Black. Between his legs, right to left, and now to the cutting Middleton from left to right, met by Carter, right corner. Washington back out to half court to Flagg with 10 to shoot, works to his left at the top of the arc against Suggs, to the right to Middleton for a catch and shoot 3. That's short and bounces over the top of the board out of bounds. The Mavericks began the game 6 of 12 from behind the three-point line. After the first quarter, they are 3 for the last 9 from deep.
And Najee Marshall will come in for Cooper Flagg.
Flagg sits down, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists in his 18 minutes on 6 of 17 shooting. BANCHERO, left corner, Suggs, try to get to the slot, and that ball was off the hands of Powell, I believe, and it deflected into the basket, and Powell was standing in the middle of the lane, and that ball went in. My goodness. Here's Middleton in a 3-point game. Middleton trying to spin and stripped by Suggs. And technical foul called on Chris Middleton by Sean Wright.
Yeah, he's frustrated, not getting from that call earlier, and just saw that play out there. After that odd basket that went off Powell's hands into the bucket.
Unbelievable. You ever seen one from that far away?
No, he just kind of was waving his arm in an upward motion and knocked the ball in from outside the paint.
Suggs gets credit for that basket. Bain hits the technical free throw.
You don't see Middleton get upset often. And so when you see mild-mannered players like that get mad, they're usually raked.
As Bain will inbound the ball in a 2-point game. Orlando has never led in this game. The Mavericks have led by as many as 14. Here's BANCHERO on the move, left baseline. Backhand pass, and Powell hammers Wendell Carter, who will have to earn it at the free throw line to tie the game.
Well, if you're going to foul him hard. That's what Dwight Powell did right there. He's got 6 of them. Make sure you can't give up that easy bucket. Momentum starting to tilt in the Magic's direction.
So Carter, 2 of 2 from the line. Trying to get this game tied. Orlando 9 of 11 from the line, make it 10 of 12. They're 7th in the league in free throw shooting at just under 80%. They take the most free throws in the league at 26.9, and they're below that pace so far tonight. And the Mavericks generally do a pretty good job of not fouling and keeping teams off the line. And Carter ties the game.
Andrew Marshall, slow game so far, but he can get in here without Cooper in there and take over.
Bounce pass from Marshall to the right to Christie. Screen by Powell forces Christie outside. Now to Marshall inside the arc against Suggs with 8 to shoot. To the cutting Middleton in the lane. Floater good. Mavericks back in front. And Chris Middleton with a 9-point game. 72-70. Banchero pass deflected, stolen by Marshall. Marshall ahead for P.J. Washington. Couldn't get enough arc on that pass. Stolen back by Banchero. Banchero into the lane. Spinning on Christie. Out to Bain. To the top to Suggs for the lead. Got it. Orlando's first lead of the night with 6:05 remaining in the third quarter.
Mavs going to have to play through this.
73-72. Marshall off of Powell. That should have been an offensive foul, not called, as Marshall misses the runner left of the lane. The rebound taken by Banchero. Banchero, scoop it left, wide open. Suggs will try it again. This one short rebound, batted around, controlled by Bain. Out to Black, to the top to Banchero, driving on Powell. To the left corner to Suggs. Against Christie, fake left, go right, into the lane, behind the back, and threw it away.
That's good defense by Powell, and then on Christie with some good D to force that bad pass, stayed right with him.
Yeah, Bain was trying to back up into the corner to shoot that three, and that pass well off the mark.
No easy buckets, no easy kind of rhythm here without Flagg in the game for the Mavs. They're going to have to get back to that transition, get back to that running.
Mavericks 3 of 9 shooting in the quarter. Orlando is 4 of 11. The Magic with a 73-72 lead as Marshall brings it up, dragging to his left against Suggs. Now back to his right at the nail, through the lane left to right. In the right quarter, Washington for 3. Got it. Spacing not great there, but PJ able to knock it down, his third 3 of the night.
Contested look, he's got 17.
Top of the circle, Banchero, nice feed down low and an easy drop in for Anthony Black.
Powell's way up, nothing underneath to block that.
Game tied at 75. 5 minutes remaining in the third. Marshall, right wing. Circling left, and then back right, Washington faked the shot on Banchero. Back to Marshall. He'll shoot it over Suggs. That's short and right, and the rebound to Javon Carter of Orlando. And now to Banchero. Driving left to right, lost the ball. And right into the hands of Washington. 4-on-3 to Ryan Nembhard. Into the lane for Washington. Pin, spin, hang, bank. No good against Wendell Carter. The rebound, Wendell Carter able to bounce it with his left hand over to Banchero. Banchero to Suggs, driving on Thompson, right corner, Wendell Carter 3 is good, and Orlando with a 3-point lead.
Come on,
defense. Used earlier, the Mavs going to have to play through this.
13 for Carter, and 78-75. Here's Nembhard, in and out to his left, shoot the runner, and that's short in the lane, and the rebound to Carter. Under 4 to play in the third. As Suggs brings it up. High screen by Carter, leaning in, and he got tripped up, and he hit the shot for a three-pointer.
Wow.
Ryan Nembhard was underneath, running away from the play, but took the feet out of him, and a 4-point chance right here.
And Jalen Suggs has come alive here in the third quarter, 8 of his 13 in the third, and yet another foul, Brian, by a Maverick defender on a 3-point shot, and even worse, a 3-point shot that was made.
Yeah, we just see that way too much. It's just a sign of not adhering to your fundamentals, really, defensively at all.
So Suggs on the line. First time tonight. 84% from the free throw line for the fifth-year man from Gonzaga, and he has it.
Players are taught any contact in shooting a 3, go down.
Orlando on an 18-5 run to make it 81-75 over the last 4 minutes. Here's Marshall, left to right, down the lane, drop it off, Gafford, bank it up and in. Nice finish against Mo Wagner. And Daniel Gafford back-to-back double-figure games. He's got 10. 82-77. Wagner to his left on the handoff. Javon Carter over Marshall for three. In and out. And Gafford with a rebound, his seventh. Here comes Nembhard. To Marshall. Put it on the floor in the lane. Knocked away. Got it back off balance. Shot a line drive that's missed. And Banchero with his ninth rebound. Banchero wide to his right. Spinning into a double team. Got through Martin. It was blocked by Gafford. But Banchero able to get it back and score. Jason Kidd's got to take a timeout. With 3:05 remaining in the third quarter, and Orlando is imposing its physical will on the Mavericks right now.
Yeah, they're on a 19-7 run here, I believe, and it's just been not able to call a timeout to stem that tide, not running in transition at all. Deep offensively, everything stuck in mud without Cooper Flagg, and defensively, Orlando's having its way in the paint. They've got 42 points in there to the Mavericks 30. Just not able to stem the tide in either way.
And Banchero with a double-double of 13 points and 10 rebounds. And 5 of those rebounds have come here in the third quarter. His 20th double-double of the season. And the Mavericks, and again, we talked about this a lot tonight, just watching Cooper Flagg's return and how much different their offense looks, and the offense that is created off of his presence on the floor. He's out of the game right now, again on a minute restriction, 20 to 25 minutes, says Jason Kidd. He's already played 18 tonight. And he's out of the game, and Orlando's gone on this big run.
Yeah, when I did analytics for the Mavs, we had Dirk numbers, we had non-Dirk numbers. You knew you were going to be a positive in the plus-minus when Dirk was on the floor. You had to stem the tide and just break even without him. Cooper Flagg tonight, +2 in a game you're down 7. That means that the rest of the time, everybody else, when he's not on the floor, it's a -9. That's the difference in the game.
In Dallas, we do things differently. We don't just follow the team, we're part of it. We don't come for the highlights, we show up for the whole story. Because this isn't casual fandom, this is Dallas. Lock in your 2026-27 season tickets at Mavs.com/season tickets. Ryan Nembhard brings it up along the left side against Javon Carter.
Hey, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me.
Looking for Thompson, and a foul call against Orlando as Gafford was trying to set that screen to free up Thompson. And the foul is called on Javon Carter. Second team foul on Orlando. Here in the third quarter, Mavericks inbound from the left side. With Marshall looking to get it in, and does to Gafford. Driving on Wagner, and all the way to the rim, tried to stuff it, hit off the right of the rim, and all the way to the corner where it's run down by Orlando's Anthony Black. From right to left, on the drive, down the lane, shot blocked, but a foul on Thompson from behind.
Gafford had it. He was just going past the basket with his momentum instead of going towards the basket. Wasn't able to finish.
And that foul puts the Mavericks over the limit with 2:42 remaining here in the third. And Black on the line. Quiet game so far for him. 3 of 12 shooting. Hits the first free throw for his 7th point. And Noah Penda now checks in for the Magic to replace Banchero.
Marshall just hasn't looked himself tonight, coming off that absence, finding that rhythm, getting to his spots.
2 free throws for the Coppell and Duncanville product, Anthony Black, to make it a 9-point Orlando lead at 86-79. Marshall on the drive, hanging, banking, offensive foul on Najee Marshall, and the charge drawn by Mo Wagner.
There's a kid looking back to see if he wants to challenge this. He will not.
And the Mavericks, with their 11th turnover of the night, their 6th turnover here in the third quarter, where they have been outscored by 11. 2.5 to play. 86-77 Wagner to the cutting Carter, knocked away by Nembhard, but Carter got it back, and then everybody backed away from him to allow for an easy layup on the right of the rim.
Marshall was going to the corner to cover that pass and left the layup wide open.
88-77. Here's Caleb Martin. Pitches backward. Klay Thompson. Drop it to Martin. Trying to reverse it. Does to Nembhard. Will move right baseline and throw it out to the wing. Martin right to Marshall. Fakes the shot. Bain right there. Now pulls up for a tough shot and missed that one. Gafford offensive rebound. Didn't look to shoot. Got it back out to Thompson. Good decision by Gafford to put it in Thompson's hands.
He was in traffic. He didn't have this shot. And that three is always goes in when it's off that offensive rebound.
And the fourth three of the game for Klay Thompson in 7 attempts. It's 88-80. Wagner looking. Put it on the floor. Driving on Gafford. Kick it to Penda. And now to Wagner in the left corner for three. That's in and out. And the rebound to Caleb Martin with 1:25 remaining in the third. Up the left side he comes. In the middle to Marshall. To the right to Nembhard. Nembhard finding Thompson on the curl. Put it on the floor. Then steps back to take a three. And knock down another one.
Good to have him back in there. You need that spacing.
Klay Thompson. 5 3-pointers tonight in 8 attempts. Wagner shot blocked by Gafford into the hands of Marshall. Away from Carter. Marshall on the drive. Got by Penda. Floated up. Missed it. Tipped it. Missed it. Tipped it again. Got it.
Never gave up on the play. Went coast to coast. The Mavericks are at their best when they're running.
8 straight points for the Mavericks to make it a 3-point game at 88-85 in the final 50 of the third quarter. Bain just over the line on the right. Against Marshall, got him on his hip to the right corner to Silva. Shot fake, sidestep away from Thompson for three. He hits.
Oh, just got to step to the side over there and hit that tough shot.
Tristan de Silva off the bench. 14 points for Orlando, 91-85. Thompson coming around left to right, leaning in, draws the foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot 3 times as he got Bain on his hip.
Great move by Najee to get that ball over to Gafford. And Gafford sets a great screen, and Bain was trying to come over and stopped on a dime, did Klay, and just drew that foul in the shooting motion. Good veteran play. Recognizing that Bain was going to be aggressive, not go under the screen. If you go under, that's death. Came over, and if you stop right there, that is going to be a foul.
Free throw shooting has not been great for Klay Thompson this year, just 73%. Very un-Klay Thompson-like, but hits the first of 3 here.
There's always signs
You
to
really need
decline.
that. 3-point shooting, 5 of 8. He and Christie combined for 7 of the 12 threes, and they are your 2 best 3-point shooters.
Second one by Thompson. Hits the front rim and crawls over. 5 3-pointers tonight for Thompson for the 12th time this season.
Always comes on strong. Told us he's a late starter. But as the season progresses, he takes off.
And trying to complete 3 the hard way. And he does. Thompson with 9 of the Mavericks' last 11 points to make it a 3-point game at 91-88. In the final 25 seconds, Javon Carter in the middle of the floor. Watched by Thompson. Knee-high dribble. To the top, and then now puts it in Bain's hands with 9 to shoot, still way outside. Driving on Caleb Martin, diagonal left corner, Penda, and he traveled as he was run at by Thompson to force that turnover.
Yeah, he wasn't sure what he wanted to do, and when you don't, that usually turns into something bad.
The 11th Orlando turnover, 14 Mavericks points off the prior 10. 10.4 seconds left. Middleton comes back in from Martin to get another shooter on the floor. And Goga Bitadze is going to check in for Orlando for Mo Wagner. Middleton from the hash mark in the backcourt on the right side into Marshall. He's got to move here with 7, 6, 5 up the right side to the top of the arc now. Keeps the dribble with 2 and with 1 over Penda. Floater, no good. Off the left of the rim, and that'll do it for 3 quarters here in Orlando, as the Mavericks fell behind by as many as 11 late in the third before an 11-2 run to get them back into the game. It's a 3-point Orlando lead as we go to the fourth. The Magic this year, when leading after 3, 22-5. And the Mavericks, when trailing after 3, are 6-32. Orlando 91, the Mavericks 88 on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
Could not hold on to the lead through 3 quarters. Close. Chuck is right. Mavericks was down by 11. They fought back here at the end of the quarter, but hey, you can't say you didn't know that this was likely to happen. But now, you know what? They got to go out here and ball for the fourth quarter. Cooper Flagg looks like he probably going to play more than 25 minutes. I'm willing to bet that's going to be closer to 30. But we'll see. If the Mavericks keep this game close and have a chance to win, Cooper Flagg is going to play at least 30 minutes. Granted, he'll have to maybe play another 30 minutes tomorrow in Boston, but he may be going on adrenaline right now. I don't feel pain. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me on a Thursday NBA Report live. You know, this is what we do. Listen to the game, break the game down, commercial breaks throughout the game, whatever. However you want to put it, this is what happens. But I do appreciate you hanging out. We got a lot of games on it. Well, 6 games on this immediate slate. Detroit losing to the Spurs, 35-47. Toronto beating the Timberwolves, 38-33. Golden State Warriors coming out of halftime, 51. The Rockets, 47. And of course, the game we listening to, Mavericks. Matter of fact, let's get back to the game, Potoi.
At the Kia Center in Orlando, start of the fourth quarter, Orlando 91 and the Mavericks 88. The Mavericks is 8 of 23 shooting in the third quarter, 4 of 6 from 3, so 4 of 17, Brian, on their 2-point shots. Orlando 10 of 21. They were 4 of 11 from deep.
Cooper Flagg back in, 18 minutes played. See if we can get 8 minutes out of him this quarter.
Orlando has it to start the fourth. They shoot to our right. Bain has it. Bottom of the jump circle. Goes to his left. Pick and roll with Bitadze. Drags to his right. Met by Christie. Had to give it up to Penda at the top of the arc. Down to 5 to shoot. Behind his back. Right to left. Spinning on Marshall. Spinning on Marshall. Hook it short. And the rebound taken by Gafford. Here comes Cooper Flagg up the left side. Slows it up, coming around. Thompson to get it. Thompson off the back rim on line, but just a little too hard. The rebound to Javon Carter of Orlando. To Bitadze. Dribble handoff, moving left to right is De Silva. Lob to Bitadze for an easy dunk.
Yeah, Gafford was out on him, so he had to leave the rim wide open for that alley-oop.
Orlando by 5. 93-88. Flagg to his left, and a foul on Penda.
Yeah, seeing that a lot. When Gafford's able to set that good screen, players want to go over it. And if you stop on a dime, you pick up that foul running right into him.
So Flagg will inbound from the right sideline. Watched by Penda. Ball over his head. Tried to get it to Christie. Couldn't do it. Lobs it in. Unable to get it to Gafford. And now Flagg comes and gets it right to left. Against Penda, rookie on rookie, 6 to shoot, works to his right, pick and roll with Gafford, whip it left corner, Christie, sidestep right, away from De Silva for 3, it's an air ball, and into the hands of De Silva, quickly up the floor. Middle of the floor now, and now hands off to Carter against Klay Thompson. Doesn't shoot. To the right to Bitadze, back to Carter, pick and roll with Bitadze in the lane, turning on Gafford, and then stepping through Gafford to lay it up and in.
Yeah, it's just tough if Gafford gets up in the air.
And Bitadze with a 9-point game. Coming off a 9-point game against Washington on Tuesday. Christie, plenty of time. Tee up the 3, left of the circle, no good. And a loose ball foul called on Bitadze as he's waving no, no, no to the official Jason Goebel, who is not having any of it.
Yeah, Gafford just thrown to the ground by Bitadze on that one. He is still laying down on the ground, just got up.
Second foul on Goga Bitadze. And Dwight Powell and Caleb Martin will come in for Gafford and Marshall. 1 minute and 40 seconds into the fourth quarter. With Orlando up 7, 95-88. With Martin inbound from the left side. Martin looking, got it into Powell. Coming around is Thompson, right to left. Thompson, chest pass left. Christie put it on the floor, pitches back. Flagg, left-hand dribble, offensive foul on Christie. Never got set.
Nope.
And then Flagg tumbling through the baseline. He took a shot.
He did, and Powell went to his defense and did not like any of it. And Powell's just saying, hey, stay down there.
And he's talking to Bitadze, and Javon Carter is pushing Bitadze away.
Yeah, well, good job by Powell to come to Cooper Flagg's defense as he went in. Yeah, it was a little bit of a shove with that left forearm from Bitadze. And a hard fall by Flagg. You just don't want to see that. And they're going to possibly look at this for some flagrant action.
Again, though, I mean, that happened so far after the play.
Well, that's the point. If the whistle had blown,
right.
Bitadze has no business even going up for that block. So even if they don't say it was extra, well, and I think that's what Jason Kidd's point is, because they don't seem to be looking at this for any kind of flagrant activity.
Well, I'm going to make the point that the whistle blew. Why is he going to the basket? Why is he doing it? The whistle blew. That's not a good play, and obviously Bitadze wasn't going to have any of it.
Looking at a hostile act on this play.
Okay, so they will look at it.
And they are going to look at it. I mean, if everybody behaves themselves and just stops when the whistle blows, none of this happens. But this might actually work out in the Mavericks' favor.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I don't know if that's a hostile act. I think the whistle had blown well before Cooper's even rising, and it looked like he was kind of losing his balance rather than being shoved to the ground.
So 10-13 remaining in the fourth quarter. Orlando up 95-88.
And Jason Kidd always says the ground's undefeated, and you don't want to have to take those tumbles if you don't have to.
The headsets off relatively quickly. And now the three officials, Sean Wright, Jason Goebel, and Biniam Maru, conferring with one another. And here is the verdict.
Both players continue to play after the whistle is blown. Therefore, the initial call of an offensive foul is the only thing we have on this play.
That's probably the right call.
And that's the right call. I mean, look, the whistle blows, you stop. And Cooper did not stop there. And he wound up taking a hit that he probably didn't have to take. And frankly, the Mavericks don't want him to take.
But I do like the teamsmanship for Dwight Powell, regardless of how it is. You get up there and you support your superstar. That's your job.
And Jason Kidd is still not happy with Jason Goebel as that conversation continues.
And he's doing the same thing. He's supporting his star.
Yes.
He's absolutely doing the right thing and having this conversation.
So here come the Magic with Carter walking the dog across the midcourt line to the right wing to the curling Bane coming down the lane on Powell. Left-hand layup is good.
Kidd's not exactly arguing for this call. He's arguing for the calls in general.
97-88. 2 minutes in the fourth quarter. Orlando, the last 6 points. Flagg to his left. Flagg on the drive. Spinning back right. Finds a wide open Martin in the right corner for three. It's good. As Caleb Martin continues to hit those three-pointers, specifically coming out of the corner. Now 14 for his last 26 coming into the game. And now Flagg from the weak side throws one into the fifth row as Bane tried to float it up off the board.
He was a little frustrated and took that out on that
everything
ball.
going on
Poor
right
ball.
now. Cooper Flagg.
Just absolutely help defense again.
His second block of the game.
Defense
Carter
like
from the
this
baseline
keeps
right to
him in the
inbound
lead
it.
for
We'll
rookie
throw
of
it
the
way
year.
outside to Bitadze. And Carter comes and gets it. To his right, playing pick and roll on the hop, and then pulls up over Christie, and that's well off in the rebound and a loose ball foul against the Mavericks. And it's Powell's call for that.
Powell Bitadze really battling down low.
First team foul against the Mavericks, the third on Powell, and here comes Middleton back in the game. And Klay Thompson will sit down. 18 points. Mavericks leading scorer tonight in 18 minutes of play.
And they've got to dry the ball off.
You got to just change the ball.
Swap them out. Maybe a little.
Yes.
More beer. More beer. I got beer sticky.
Can't have beer in the middle of the lane, though. That's not going to happen.
You never know.
That would be something if we saw somebody pour a cold one in the middle of the lane.
By the way, I took my free throw before the game here in the arena. Take one in every arena. Made it. I got to start keeping track. Keep a little spreadsheet.
As they continue to address the middle of the lane, let's pause for station identification on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
KEGL, Fort Worth, Dallas.
Appreciate y'all sticking around with me.
This is
Come
the
on,
radio
Mavericks.
home of the Mavs.
We still in the
97.1
game.
The Eagle.
Let's go.
Whatever was on the floor, I do believe has been attended to.
Yeah, NBA players don't use stick 'em or anything, do they?
No, Lester Hayes does not exist.
Yeah.
Okay, they're going to change that Caleb Martin shot. It's a 2-point shot from Martin. Again, the toe on the line for Caleb Martin. At the right wing off the inbound, that's a 3-pointer from Javon Carter, the veteran out of West Virginia, the one-time Big 12 Player of the Year, and makes it a 10-point game at 100-90. As Flagg has it at the top of the arc. Driving on Penda, off-balance runner. That rolls out, and Bain with a rebound. And Bain on the hop, up the middle, straight down the lane, knocked away by Powell. Bain got it back. Out to De Silva, to the top to Penda, right to Carter. Good close out by Martin. Backs up on the dribble. Cutting right to left, spinning right, wrap around Pitaza, handoff Bain. Right to left, got away from Powell. Left corner, Carter, take the three, short. And the rebound to Christie. Outlet left to Middleton. Middleton from left to right, drop it off to Christie from the left slot for three. It's an air ball, but it comes right down to Powell, who is not looking to shoot. Back out to Christie, soft pass, got it to Flagg for three. That's short. Middleton the lane. Punches it toward Powell in the left corner. Back to Middleton. A third chance for the Mavericks. Middleton falling out of bounds, trying to knock it away from Bain. It went to De Silva, and then he just threw the ball away with Bain ahead of everybody.
Both teams not really playing optimal basketball. Tough shot, kind of wild from Orlando, and then just some tough play there for the Mavericks offensively, trying to get in sync. Cooper Flagg missed that three, mad at himself, and you wonder if his night's done if this game gets out of hand at 21 minutes played.
6 of 19 shooting, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 blocks, and a steal for Flagg tonight. Mavericks right now will have P.J. Washington back in the game with Najee Marshall, Max Christie, Dwight Powell, and Chris Middleton.
Remember, it's a late night, back-to-back in Boston. Jason Kidd did tell you.
Hey, remember, Cooper Flagg needed a good night. He got a Rookie of the Year trophy to try to win. Let's go.
You know that Flagg wants to play in that game in the worst way. And the fact that Tatum is making his debut probably makes it more of the worst way that he wants to play in that game. And now more discussion on the floor. And again, we are miles away from the floor here. There are planes flying into Orlando International that are lower than where we are. So we have absolutely no idea what is being discussed.
They're maybe not letting Najee Marshall come in for Cooper Flagg.
And Sean Wright still at the table talking to the scoring crew. We have 8:20 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Mavericks trailing 100-90. Dallas had a 14-point lead in the second quarter that Orlando eliminated early in the third. Got that lead up to as large as 11. The Mavericks then...
they're making Caleb Martin come back into this game, and Cooper Flagg. I don't know why they're not allowing the substitutions.
So Martin is in. Washington can't come in yet.
Whatever you say. Too much right now, y'all. Let him play.
Orlando taking control in the second half. Mavericks shot just 8 of 23 in the third quarter as the ball is inbounded for Christie, and Penda knocked that away. And they are 1 of 7 here in the fourth, so 9 of 30 here in the second half.
I don't like that call they made just for player safety reasons. Once a player's out and, you know, you're just having to jump back in. Obviously, that was a pretty quick out of bounds there. No harm, no foul.
And P.J. Washington will bring it up to the top of the arc against Pitaza, to the right to Christie. Left hand push to Middleton, still well outside. Hook it to Christie with Carter right there against him. Middleton screens and slips. Good switch by Penda. To the right elbow, Middleton over Carter, fouled, hit it, and a chance for three for Chris Middleton, who finally, I'm sure in his mind, got a call to go his way.
Yeah, sometimes a veteran knows when he just needs to go get a bucket and take it and shoot. I mean, he knew Carter was hugging him. Was able to draw that foul, hit the shot from the free throw line.
Second foul on Javon Carter. Third team foul against Orlando. Exactly 8 minutes remaining as Middleton sinks the free throw, gets the and one to make it a 7-point game. And Carter will bring it up the left side against Najee Marshall. To the top, Bitadze. Dribble handoff to Bain. Coming down the lane, the kick to BANCHERO. Catch and shoot off the left of the rim, no good. And Powell and Bitadze fighting for it. They deflect the ball away from each other. It was saved by Penda out the half court to Carter. And now Bain on the drive, the wraparound. Penda left corner three, no good. Rebound knocked out by Powell, but it came right to Carter. A third chance for Orlando. BANCHERO at the right wing. Driving on Christie, dribbled it off his foot. Makes the save. He's doubled out to the top, and Penda's going to try it. That is short, and finally, the Mavericks grab the rebound. Christie taking it away from his own man, Powell. Here comes Christie, and a foul on Bitadze with the hip check, 35 feet from the basket.
Some mental mistakes that Orlando makes.
A bucket right here,
and that's
y'all.
4 fouls on Orlando. So
nice,
with 7:15 remaining now, the Mavericks shoot free throws for the remainder of the fourth quarter as Klay Thompson comes in to replace Christie.
Go get 2-pointers and make your free
one
throws.
Of those shooters in the game.
Up.
Washington from the left sideline at the hash mark into Powell. Thompson coming around to get it. Stops at the top, pivots to his right, guts it to Middleton against Penda with a screen from Thompson, driving to the nail and draws the foul, and he'll go to the line.
Oh, he's probably mad he had to pass it.
Well, it didn't matter.
Yeah, that's true. It's a bonus now, as you just mentioned.
So the Mavericks tonight shooting the free throws well. They're 15 of 19 from the line. A team that is 29th in the league, 74.1%, but they got the right guy in Middleton on the line, just under 90% for the season, and he hits the first one. And if you're the Mavericks, Brian, again, you've got to attack. As much as you want to shoot threes, I mean, they're calling fouls.
Yes, and you have to go put your head down, get to lane, especially now with 7:05 being in the bonus the rest of the way.
Middleton misses the second one, and Bitadze with the rebound. 100-94. Carter left to right to BANCHERO at the top of the arc. BANCHERO one bounce and holds. Looking right, now turns back left to Carter. Shot clock at 7 to Bitadze. Bitadze outside the arc. One bounce pushes to BANCHERO with 3 and 2. Long straightaway 3. Hit it over Washington.
Nice shot there.
Just a 31% three-point shooter. Paolo BANCHERO, his first three-pointer of the night. He's got 16. It's a 9-point game. Middleton driving, spinning on Penda to the right corner. Thompson, 3. Hit it!
Thompson 6 of 10 from deep.
21 for Klay Thompson, his 7th game of 20 or more. It's 103-97 as we come up on the midway point of the fourth quarter. Bain picks up the dribble, swings it left to Carter, middle of the floor, BANCHERO. BANCHERO against Marshall, drives it to the left of the lane, turns back to Bain over Middleton for 3. That's no good. Rebound, Penda didn't look to shoot, went back out. Carter for 3. That's short. Rebound, Thompson. Boy, Penda was wide open at the rim and didn't even look to shoot. Instead, decide to go back to Carter to shoot that 3. Here's Marshall on the drive, hanging, banking, no good, but he's fouled and he'll go to the line after a timeout on the floor with 5:47 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's Orlando 103 and the Mavericks 97 on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
Hey, this is turning out to be a good basketball game. Mavericks might be, what, 21-30, 21-40. But you can see a team that's just not out there running up and down the court. At least when Cooper Flagg is playing. And Najee Marshall. 5 minutes, 47. Here, let me update this before I tell you that. No, that's right. 5 minutes, 47 seconds left in the ball game. Mavericks down 6. With a chance to win the game. They in the ball game. Free throws, free throws, free throws. That's what's going to matter right here down the stretch, because Cooper Flagg is not going to play a lot of this time. Or is he? Back to the ball game.
You're listening
Come
to
on,
Dallas
defense.
Mavericks
Here
basketball.
We go. We need defense and offense. Let's go free
97.1 The Eagle.
Clutch time.
We have 5:47 remaining in the fourth quarter in Orlando. The Magic lead the Mavericks 103-97 as the Mavericks try to end this 4-game losing streak. Try to run their winning streak against Orlando to 5. Business is complicated. Zen Business makes it easy. Their platform combines AI assistance with expert support to help you confidently launch your business and stay protected as it grows. It's everything you need all in one place. Launch your business today at zenbusiness.com. Neither team's shooting it well, Brian. Here in the fourth quarter, the Mavericks 3 of 9. Orlando is 5 of 15.
I think the most important development here is this bonus situation. If you can penetrate and keep attacking the basket, the Mavericks only committed 1 team foul here in the fourth. They're in the bonus, so get to the line, score those points with the clock off. You can cut it right here to a 4-point game.
Najee Marshall, first foul shot good, just his 5th point of the night. After a fabulous February where he averaged 19 points a game and shot over 50% from the floor.
Cooper Flagg, 22 minutes played. That goes in. 5:47 left to go. Maybe get back in at the 3-minute mark. It's a tight one.
2 free throws for Marshall to make it a 4-point game. As BANCHERO to his right, stops at the elbow. Pivots and then goes backward to Tristan Da Silva. To his right against Washington. Skip it over the top. Hauled in by Suggs. Got it back out. Show and go by Carter. Back to Suggs. Left corner 3. That's short. The rebound batted off the board by Washington and picked up by Thompson. To Washington and now Middleton on the move. 3-on-3. Middleton mid-post left. Shoot the turnaround with the left. In and out. And the rebound to Desmond Bane of Orlando.
Good shot.
Up the left side. Met by Marshall. Outside the arc and across the way to Carter. Fakes the handoff to Suggs. Drop it behind into BANCHERO. BANCHERO behind the screen for 3. That's short. Rebound. Gafford able to haul it in. He's got a double-double tonight with 10 points and 10 rebounds. His 7th of the season. Shot fake. Thompson take the 3. Short and right. Another rebound for the landlord. Got it to Washington. Back to Middleton for 3. That's short. And BANCHERO alone for the rebound. Boy, some great opportunities for the Mavericks.
Chances. Add another clutch game for the ledger, by the way.
103-99. Suggs right corner 3 over the top air ball and another Gafford rebound into Najee Marshall's hands. The 39th clutch game this year for the Mavericks. 15-23 in those games. And a whistle and a foul against Desmond Bane, knocking Chris Middleton to the ground as he was trying to set a screen, and that'll put Middleton back on the line with 4:19 remaining.
Yeah, just plowed right into him as he was trying to chase Thompson around the screen set by Middleton, and I'm not sure what the complaint was. He just plowed right into him.
4 fouls on Desmond Bane.
And Cooper Flagg is at the scorer's table.
As Jason Goebel trying to tell Desmond Bane exactly what he did in no uncertain terms as Middleton hits the first one.
So now they have Cooper Flagg at 21 minutes. He was at 22 earlier, so at 4-minute mark. That'll be 25 the rest of the way.
Which is the outer limit of what Jason Kidd mentioned before the game tonight, that he wanted Flagg to play. And Middleton with 2 free throws made.
Especially with the trip to Boston tomorrow night.
7 straight for the Mavericks to make it a 2-point game at 103-101. Suggs to BANCHERO. And now to Da Silva. Oh, almost traveled against Flagg. To Carter between his legs. To Suggs back to Carter in the lane. Met by Gafford. And a foul call going to be called on Klay Thompson for a smack in the face. As Thompson gets called for his 2nd foul. And team foul number 2 against the Mavericks with 4:04 remaining. Inbound, BANCHERO, Carter. And then the cut by Bane. Pulls up left of the lane. 10-footer way too hard. Flagg the rebound. Tough game for Bane tonight. Just 4 out of 12 from the floor. And here comes Flagg. Veers left. Stop and go. On the drive. Take it off the floor. Missed the layup as he shot it over the rim. And the rebound to Bane. Magic with numbers. Left to BANCHERO. Met by Middleton. And Flagg from behind. Threw it off the board. And into the hands of Middleton. Spectacular stuff from Cooper Flagg. His 3rd block of the game. Left corner, Washington got by Banchero, got by Bade, flipping on up, no good, draw the foul, go to the line. Oh, goodness, Brian, what are we watching?
Realize he was all the way back at the stanchion after his missed bucket with his left, ran all the way back for that help defense block, his third of the game. And again, when we're looking at Rookie of the Year, no knock on Con. Con wins it, and if he wins it, he's deserving. But the two-way play that Cooper Flagg is playing with, what he's doing defensively, the rebounding, the assists. I mentioned that stat of what he's doing across the board. No one's done it since the merger other than two other players. And those players were Michael Jordan and Luka Doncic. We're seeing some really historic stuff here.
Najee Marshall back in to replace Klay Thompson with 3:26 remaining. As Washington hitting the first free throw now with a chance to get the game tied after the Mavericks trail by 10 in the fourth quarter. And the foul shot is no good off the heel of the rim and batted around to Carter, and a timeout. The use it or lose it timeout by Jamal Mosley with 3:25 remaining. 103-102. Orlando leads it on the Dallas Mavericks radio network.
Hey, turning out to be a good game. Appreciate y'all hanging out. 3 minutes, 25 seconds left. The Mavericks can win this basketball game. These defense is effort. And of course, watching Cooper Flagg as a rookie just makes you really kind of frown on Luka. I'm not gonna lie, because as much as I love me some Luka, you don't see anywhere near these defensive efforts. Ever. Ever. Hey. This is the legitimate two-way player. Everybody be talking about 3 and D, 3 and D. Hey man, how about hoop and D? Hoop and D. Commercial break.
And with an available
KEGL, Fort Worth, Dallas. This is the radio home of the Mavs. 97.1 The Eagle.
I'm Tyler Sloan at the Modelo Sports Desk with 54 seconds left. The Utah Jazz lead the Washington Wizards 120-112. Big night for Ace Bailey with 32 points. The Rockets currently lead the Warriors 82-81 at the end of the third quarter. And at halftime, Victor Wembanyama with 24 points, De'Aaron Fox with 22 as the Spurs hold a 71-55 advantage over the Pistons. Chuck?
You don't hand down history, you earn it. Cooper Flagg's rookie year has given us record-breaking nights, Rookie of the Month honors and milestone after milestone. Now grab the Coop Bobble Pack Rookie Edition presented by AT&T with an exclusive bobble and a ticket to Coop's rookie era. Limited drop only at Mavs.com/Cooper. His third game this year of 3 block shots to go along with 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists.
Caleb in for Middleton. This may mean that Jason Kidd's going to use his user to lose, but they can get this before the 3-minute mark.
On the move, coming down the lane, and Bane able to lay it up and in, and there is the use it or lose it timeout. And that was a little too easy with Desmond Bane able to turn that corner off the screen.
And now we are in clutch time, and now we are at that point where it becomes a half-court game. we haven't said this in a while because we just haven't had those kind of games, and Cooper Flagg hasn't been in there. Who's going to be able to execute in the half court better? Is it going to be BANCHERO getting to his spot in the paint and driving to the rim? That time it was Desmond Bane. Or is it going to be Cooper running the offense so they put 2 on him to get the ball out of his hands? Or can he get to his spot at the rim? If they do put 2 on him, who's able to hit the shots, drive to the basket? Christie and Thompson not in the game. They're using Marshall and Washington and Middleton. So now your pure three-point shooters in there. It'll be interesting to see who can execute better in the half court. We're 2 teams, frankly, that don't execute in the half court that well.
And that has shown itself here in the fourth quarter. The Mavericks 4 of 13, 1 of 8 from 3. Dallas is 12 of 36 from the floor in the second half, 33%. Orlando is 6 of 22 from the floor here in the fourth quarter, and 2 of 9 from behind the line.
The ball's going to be Cooper Flagg's hands up top. I'd like to even see some possessions where maybe Middleton has it or Washington. Cooper can come around a screen, get ahead of steam going towards the rim. He's not having an efficient night. 6 of 20, 30% shooting, but that's to be expected after that long rest.
Washington, Flagg, Thompson, Gafford, and Middleton for the Mavericks as they shoot to our left, with Flagg bringing it up. In the middle of the floor, screen right by Gafford, switch by Carter on to Flagg, left-hand dribble. Directing traffic, wants Thompson to curl and get it and shoot it and hit it with just under 3 to play. You saw Flagg directing Thompson come this way, and he got him the ball, and Thompson, what a night, 6 of 11 from behind the line, ties the game at 105.
He's got 7 threes.
7 of 12 for Klay Thompson. Here's Suggs, and he's tripped up. And that the 3rd team foul against the Mavericks. By the way, Klay Thompson tonight, those 7 threes, it's the 200th game of his career in which he has had at least 5 three-pointers. Only Steph Curry and James Harden.
And that 3 puts him alone above Ray Allen in 3rd place in playoff and regular season games in terms of made 3-point field goals.
Tied at 105. Wendell Carter, right of the circle. Looking for Bane, couldn't get it to him, went left to BANCHERO instead. They'll dare him to take the 3. He does. It rattles in and out. And Washington then lost the rebound out of bounds off his foot. And PJ's telling Jason Kidd to review it.
It looked like it was off.
Now, they may not have to. Jason Goebel just pointed the wrong way. It'll be Dallas ball.
From up here in the boondocks, it looked like it was off PJ, but... Oh, that was off. A good call by Jason Goebel. It was off Carter's left foot.
2:27 remaining. Tied at 105. Flagg up the left side. Middleton wants it. Isolation left side, just off the lane. Ripping through right to left. And one bounce, leaning in, stepping back over Bane to hit it to put the Mavericks in front.
The old timer says, clear out. I got this one-on-one.
First Mavericks lead since it was 75-73 with just over 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. BANCHERO cross court, right to left. Three-pointer good by De Silva to put Orlando in front. And what a night De Silva's had off the bench with 17. He's not missed a shot. He's 6 of 6 from the floor and 4 of 4 from 3. Flagg to Middleton again against Bane. Pounds it left of the lane and turns again toward the baseline. Hits again.
The same exact play 2 times in a row, and he nails it.
9 in the fourth quarter for Middleton to put the Mavericks up 109-108 with 1:40 remaining. BANCHERO left to right on the drive behind him. Shot fake by De Silva. Little ball fake. Floater is good down the lane. Beautiful move by De Silva.
He has been the X factor for the Magic tonight.
A 20-point game for Tristan De Silva. His 3rd game of 20 or more. Flagg with 1:20 remaining. Picks up the ball way out high. Trying to get it to Thompson. He does. Drop it to Gafford in the lane. Gafford gathering around 3 players. Goes up and scores.
Oh, what a tough move. Inside. Was trying to pass. There was nothing there. As you mentioned, surrounded by 3 Magic players and takes a little floater.
111-110. So 2 teams that couldn't do much for a quarter and 3 quarters. And now a foul called against whom? Sean Wright calling the foul against the Mavericks.
Looks like P.J. Washington was holding
Neither one of these teams could do much for a quarter and three quarters, and now coming down the stretch, their offenses have been fantastic.
They're throwing haymakers in the half-court offense, each of them being productive.
Jalen Suggs inbounds the ball with a minute remaining. Banchero with the Mavericks up 111-110. Banchero swinging left side. Carter back to Banchero on the pitch. Stepping back, left wing three. No good. Rebound. Carter got it on the weak side. Got to get him to foul, and I thought they were going to wrap him up. They didn't. Instead, he threw it back out, and they lost the ball.
No, well, Flagg blocked it.
Unbelievable. Here's Flagg at the other end, and he's hammered. Scores! Oh, what a finish! You got to be kidding me!
After getting the block on one end, he finishes. He was on his way down when he put the ball up, and he finishes for the and one chance. Unbelievable for the rookie. Welcome back.
I mean, twice here in the fourth quarter with two ridiculous blocks, and this finish is just to die for. And Wendell Carter has just got to be pulling out his hair right now because Flagg blocked his shot at one end, and Flagg forces the foul on Carter at the other end.
Flagg was fully on his way down after the huge contact and gets the foul. Remember when I said Jason Kidd was arguing for the next call? That was the next call.
And the foul shot is good by Flagg with 37.3 seconds remaining. And the Mavericks up by 4, 114-110, down by as many as 10 here in the fourth quarter.
And when Cooper Flagg is in the game, they're a +1. That shows you how important he is to this game. But look what he did on both ends of the floor. When you're putting a Rookie of the Year reel together, look, he got that piece right on Wendell Carter. They just showed it from behind, and then Middleton, the wise veteran, gives it right back to him the other direction. When you're putting a Rookie of the Year reel together, that is Exhibit A right there of what he's able to do on both ends.
Well,
directing traffic in one play, giving it down to Middleton down low in the post, using himself as a decoy. Absolutely huge.
19 years old, playing like he's 29 years old.
18, 6, and 5 in 25 minutes, and not an effective night shooting at all, but wow.
But he hit the one that he had to hit in a one-point game. And youth and age have been served. Flagg obviously doing what he's done. Klay Thompson, monster night, his 7th game of 20 or more, 2 off of his season high of 24 points, 7 of 12 from deep, and was fouled shooting a three-pointer and hit all 3 free throws. And Chris Middleton, as we saw in the Indiana game when he came up big in the fourth quarter, big tonight with 9 of his 19 here in the 9 of his 19, excuse me, here in the fourth quarter.
18, 6, and 5, and oh yeah, 4 blocks. and
season
again,
high, by the way.
That was a 3-point play on one end, and that was an easy bucket that he stopped with that block on Carter the other end.
Yeah, it looked like Carter had a chance to get that up really quickly. It is Suggs, ball fake, open up a 3, and he hits it to make it a 1-point game with 32.2 seconds remaining. And Orlando does not have to foul here. The Mavericks obviously needing one more basket.
They do have a couple of timeouts if nothing gets going.
Flagg brings it across the line. Everybody on their feet here in Orlando, down to 20 seconds. Against Bain. The shot clock is 7 and 5 and 4. He's going to take it himself. Left of the lane. Rims out. Rebound. Carter with 7 seconds to go. They're not going to call a timeout. Here comes Suggs. Left to right. Drop it off Carter. Dunk it to put Orlando in front with 1.4 seconds remaining.
Cooper Flagg got the shot he wanted, wasn't able to convert, and then defensive miscommunication. Carter left wide open underneath as 2 went to Suggs in 1.4 seconds. Flagg very close to another block right there on the help, but couldn't get it. And now you just basically are trying to get somebody, Thompson, Flagg, 3-point shooter, to come off a screen and get a shot off with 1 second left.
And tell you what, give Jamal Mosley a lot of credit there. A lot of coaches would have called a timeout to advance the ball in that situation.
You don't want Caleb Martin in the game. You don't want to put those defenders in the game. Let a defense get set. Let them flow. It's what Steve Kerr does. Listen, I like what Jason Kidd did. He had 2 timeouts in his pocket, but he wants to trust what Cooper Flagg's able to do running. He got a good shot off. He's just not able to, the rhythm's just not there in this first game. game back.
I mean, usually if it's outside of 10 seconds, they'll never call a timeout. But that was with about 6 seconds remaining. And they elected not to take the timeout. And unfortunately, Jalen Suggs got off the floor in a hurry, and there wasn't enough pressure on the ball. And he was able to make the pass to Carter.
All your smalls are in. Christie, Thompson, Flagg, PJ, and Middleton.
Middleton will inbound from the right sideline. BANCHERO will guard the inbound pass. Flagg is underneath the basket in the middle of the lane. Thompson left of the lane. Washington on the right block. Christie out high. As Middleton gets it, slaps it, looking, still looking, will throw it off the hands of Flagg. The game's over. And the Orlando Magic, oh no, is it not over? You're going to say the ball went out of bounds with time on the clock.
Yeah, it was 1.4 on the clock, and it went out of bounds so quickly. I think once it hit Flagg's hand, the clock should have started, and that would have run the clock out pretty easily.
We have a clock malfunction on the play.
Okay, there's a clock malfunction on the play. Then, I mean, the game's over. It was
ball's in. It's off of Flagg.
He thought Flagg was going to be cutting towards the basket. He was still hanging over by the three-point line. Miscommunication. You can see Middleton kind of waving with his hands.
Prior to the ball going out of bounds, the game is over.
That's it. Yeah, game is over.
Game is over. And the Orlando Magic, they have now won 17 games this year when they have trailed by 10 points or more at any time. Far and away the most in the NBA. And they are also masters of the close game. It's the 11th game that they've won by 3 points or fewer. It is their 6th win by 1 point. They are 6-1 in 1-point games as they hold off a furious rally by the Mavericks in the last 7 minutes of the game and get the game-winning basket on a dunk by Wendell Carter with 1.4 seconds to go to beat the Mavericks 115-114.
Yeah, again, that last play, they were trying to get it to Klay Thompson going towards that right corner, that tight corner where Middleton was throwing it in. That was taken away. I kind of like having a big in the game so you can set a screen and get somebody open. They didn't do that. And then there's miscommunications on the inbound pass.
So the Mavericks losing streak is now 5. They have lost 15 of the last 17 games. But as opposed to what we had seen over the last 4 games, this one far more competitive. And, Brian, we know the reason why.
Yeah, the guy who had, you know, what would have been the play of the game if they had won. The block on Wendell Carter Jr., the and one going the other direction. But you're not going to see 7 of 22 shooting from him tomorrow night in Boston.
The final score tonight in Orlando. The Magic 115, the Mavericks 114. We'll come back. Quick recap, run through the box next on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.